Wow, finally music that matches the intro theme. Hey! It's the Mystery Funhouse. Oh, it's not Mega Man though. Let me fix the channel. Actually, Rising Blue. A game I've never heard of. But it sounds pretty good. Assert magical virtual on. What? It's the Mystery Funhouse. We're back with another race. Once the racers join, one of them is missing. But once they're gonna join, we're gonna have a match. It's gonna be exciting. Maybe. Unless it's... I don't want to hop on a single game on purpose. But let's say there was one game where you played on two sides of some kind of strip, and it was not very interesting. But it's not that game, because we've already played that game, so that's a good sign. It's like if you play Deal or No Deal, and you open up the 1 cent, that's good. You want to open up the 1 cent, and you've got it behind you. Oh, we have a dude, a racer, 2 racers even. Let me draw a random game. And then tell them the restriction, and then we're gonna see if we're gonna play this game between these 2 players. Knighty and Shoehorse. Oh jeez, Shoehorse, don't look at me like that. And Knighty also not like that, I guess, but that's a little better than Shoehorse's look. We got Knighty on the left. Crazy win rate, crazy top 8 appearances, crazy participation. Has participated in every MT so far, is an OG, necessarily. Shoehorse has to be scared. This is the scared look. You know, when you like freeze deer in headlights. That is Shoehorse's look right now. Knighty is apathetic. Special skill, yes. Shoehorse's special skill, math. We have 2 very concise players over here. Music's good. Not much to say. Shoehorse is a 1-1. The classic teammate who's not really helping you win, but also doesn't make you lose. And Knighty is the guy who makes you win. He's the entry fragger. Counter-Strike. Although maybe not. Entry fraggers usually don't have the greatest stats just because of the nature of their role. Because you're only gonna win so many entry duels. I don't want to go to the matches yet because I feel like this is still gonna take a long while to set up. Is this Wizards or Lizards? That's a great question. It's a Lizards 2 match. Thank you very much for providing filler. It's a Lizards 2 match, which is a little scary. I guess now I do want to know who they played. Alright, let's have a look. Knighty! Playing Mew in Splash Lake. ID's favorite game. Single screen platformer. Oh, hold on. I have to give the game. I have to ask if the game is blind. Where's the game? There. Copy paste, please. Thank you. Alright, Knighty. Like I said, won in Splash Lake ID's favorite game, and then lost in Banana Nababur, which is important because there's a game called Banana Nababa. This one isn't it. This one's like the 16-bit remake of the other one. In a surprising loss against Meta Forever. It's like a kind of hardcore shooty avoid the stuff game. It's a boss rush. Pretty cool. And we didn't get to see the guy a lot. The guy who throws the give game. You know who I'm talking about. He doesn't have a name. He doesn't need a name. Where is he even? There. This guy. Shoehorse, on the other hand, tough match in their first match against Midboss, lost in Prism Light, which is it's the one with the mouse where you move around like a maze, I think, and everything's dark. But then one in Shippu Senki Force Gear 2. PC? Was that the crazy game? The Ghouls and Goblins? Either way, has stepped from the frying pan over the counter into the fire. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. Mega Man-esque. Oh wait, yeah, I remember. It was with the Gaia ogre and whatever ogre. Yeah, I remember that game. The download link doesn't work. Now I gotta find the download link for this game. Please. Life's hard. Region unknown. Probably this one's fine. Alright. So like I said, has stepped from the one thing into the other thing. From mid-boss into Knighty. That's brutal. You don't want to see that. That is unjust punishment. So we'll see. On paper, a very Knighty heavy match. But maybe another upset. I mean, Knighty surprisingly not so proficient at Banana and Babar, even though I would have said that's a game that anyone good at MT is probably at least good at. Just because of the nature of the game. Alright, chat, let's guess the game. We're gonna play guess the game. The goal is to beat 1-3. That doesn't help much. So instead I will tell you something from the pace bin. Let's see. L plus R. When super meter is 2 times full, gold. Activate robot suit. What could that be? Also, the end is when the good show sign appears. Good show. Like good play, but good show. Mario Goes to the Opera. That game? Wait, I know this game. We've played this before. It's a DS game. In case you want more hints. And I think we need both screens for this. Where's Waldo? Henry Hatsworth? Good guesses. Cross music, is it? Oh, it is. So yeah, I don't know. What's there to say? On paper, this is a done and dusted match. But after that Banana Nababa match, I don't know. Maybe this game is also kind of weird in a way that will trip Knighty up. Because I think it will have to. Shoehorse really has to hope that this is a weird enough game. Let's say Shoehorse is good at math. I mean, I don't think this game requires math. I don't think any game we ever had required math. There was that one Sokoban game where you like added up blocks or something. I wouldn't count that as math. What is that game with the keys that I played? I don't think that requires math. It's like it requires you to do math, but it doesn't require you to do like to be good at math. Well, suddenly Star Ocean. This is the time where Myth and I would talk about something completely unrelated to the match. Chat, what unrelated thing would you like to talk about? I'm open for topics. I can tell you, I'm going to Japan in 5 days. I am a little nervous. Not like in a... Oh, I'm nervous because... I'm just nervous. The way you're nervous before something big. Favorite ice cream flavor? I like chocolate chip. Like chocolate with chocolate chips in it. That's the good stuff. Oh, this was a short song. Kit Kat flavor review. I did have a bag of weird Japanese Kit Kat flavors. It had like matcha. Matcha was good. Vanilla with chocolate chips. No, I've never even seen that. But my local supermarket sells chocolate chip.
Hello, Maurice. I saw you all alone on your lonesome up in here in the fun house, and I decided to add fun.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Definitely a mint chocolate chip guy.
Mint?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, really?
What's with all these American flavors?
Oh, yeah. Mint chip is a very, very common flavor in America. We definitely have the Shamrock Shakes from McDonald's every year is mint, yeah.
Alright.
It's green.
I mean, I don't know, I feel like German flavors are more boring. If I go to like an ice cream parlor, they're gonna have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, stracciatella.
Look, the simple fact is that we've convinced everybody in the world that vanilla is a basic flavor. But the fact is that if you were a European peasant and you had the amount of vanilla that we can have on a daily basis, you'd be punched in the face with flavor. Vanilla is actually good. Now, the vanilla that we have in the supermarket when you buy vanilla is not good because it's crap vanilla. You need good, like the French vanilla, you need a vanilla flavor that actually gives you the vanilla flavor. Otherwise, you're eating just basic ice cream.
People in like 1500s, they ate like bread with a side of bread. It's so funny to think about that. They didn't know what good tasting food was. They just ate food. I mean, to survive, which is fair enough, but it's like Jeez. Lighten up.
I think the greatest thing that somebody can commit is not using proper spices for their food, because, quite frankly, the British Empire was willing to invade India for spices, and you're not even willing to invade your kitchen. You should probably do better.
The British invaded everyone. Speaking of the British, look at this guy,
Yo.
Henry Hatsworth.
Henry Hatsworth! I love Henry Hatsworth!
Which also means that Muffin Lord guy was correct. We are playing Henry Hatsworth.
Kind as to share a screen.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Here we go.
Welcome everybody to Henry Hatsworth and the Puzzling Adventure! The core mechanic of this game is that this is a platformer where we're going to be able to knock out enemies, and they are going to go into a puzzle section on the bottom screen. In order to actually get rid of that enemy for realsies, we have to get it knocked off the puzzle board.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I remembered that both screens were important. Like the top is like a platformer and the bottom is like a Pokemon Puzzle League or something.
Yeah.
What? We missed that music? Oh no.
Oh yeah, the music is so very good. Oh yeah, and
Oh, I was a little worried Knighty was gonna watch the cutscene. Absolute rubbish.
Alright, so we're only going to be at level 1-3 because these levels are actually pretty long. But I believe there's also a little bit of a tutorial section as well. I mean, this song's a banger, yo. So we have our standard platforming controls. We got your jump to jump. We got your down and jump to jump through platforms. We got
I like how the bottom screen is literally blank right now. And we're gonna find something that it's like in Fez when you get the hat, you know? It's gonna, oh, now the bottom screen exists. Look at this guy. Ah, look at that. I love that.
Oh no! The bottom screen is starting to exist.
That's cool. I like when games do that kind of thing.
The other important thing is that you need to every once in a while switch to the puzzle to prevent it from overflowing.
Oh, like Polymedes, I guess, or a bunch of these. That's the first one that popped into mind. Oh, it is Puzzle League.
Was this level 5? I feel like.
We raced this before?
No, the company that made this was it just EA or was it level 5? Let's look.
Well, on the box art it only says EA.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to check. Is no, it's just EA Tiburon. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It has that level 5 energy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you ask me, it actually looks a little too good for level 5 at the time. I recently replayed Curious Village, the first Layton, and it's rough. I don't know, like the graphics and everything. It's just a little weird.
Fair. I think the ones that I'm remembering are like Locke's Quest, for instance. Now I'm like second guessing myself if Locke's Quest was level 5. You know. So
Shoehorse is platforming more than puzzling.
5th cell. I am mixing up level 5 and 5th cell, and I'm doing that a lot in my head.
It says the hexagonal logo thing, right?
Yeah.
And make a Mechi 3 thing. Shuffle it over there. We did it.
Congratulations.
Jesus Christ, Cole. Shut up.
Alright, now you need to make a level 5 in a row. Whoa.
Well, we don't actually have to do that, apparently.
Oh, why would we do such a thing?
I mean, it's possible to do it. That's the weird part.
Yeah, it sets up a 5 in a row for you, and it's like
Yeah. Knighty has taken the lead in the meanwhile.
The kid sounds like Kazooie because this is just what all super British people sound like.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. You can't get mad at me. Alright, we're learning about chains. Chains are important. Look at that. Look at the chains go.
Yeah, we're gonna learn about chains just to forget about them and then accidentally do them at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, you defeat enemies by matching them.
Yep.
Okay, probably to the
It
right.
escapes.
Probably to the right, and then make it like vertically. Yeah, there we go.
And puzzle also gives you big energy. So energy is actually really important. There's a bar to the right-hand side.
How do you clear this energy?
Oh,
Efficiently.
same way you clear everything, Pinky.
Oh, efficiently. I see, Knighty
There's
doesn't
like
know either.
Energy efficiency.
Oh, nice! Shifting that one over there.
Boom.
Oh,
All of the color.
Yeah, and it's like a color clear. He's cool. Shut up! We want to go on an adventure. We have to beat level 1-3, not your stupid explanations.
So the unfortunate part where this game kind of falls apart a bit is that the player, the bottom screen, you actually press a button to switch to it in the middle of the game. You don't actually use the stylus to interact with the bottom screen while you're playing, and therefore have to do both puzzling and platforming at the same time.
Yeah, I'm a little confused why it said we need mouse when we're not using the mouse.
I think you might be able to do that, but I think the problem is that there's not really an onus on making movement while you're doing the movement on the bottom, so I think it's just an optional control, but it's not
It seems like
effective to use it.
Yeah, I mean, why is there a mouse restriction on a game that doesn't need a mouse?
Alright, so every time that you're in your full Henry Hatsworth form, we're gonna get an extra couple of temporary hearts as well. That's really important.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna mute this game. I'm gonna mute this co-commentator.
So yeah, as we whack enemies, they're gonna make our way down to the bar. You'll see it down there as Knighty starts smacking people, and
Oh,
they just make their way.
do they like reappear in the world if they go off the top?
They become blocks that drop down on top of you.
No, yeah, but oh. I mean, is that bad?
They'll start falling from the top of the screen to hit you.
Is that better or worse than wasting time getting rid of them?
That's gonna be for the racers to decide. That's for sure. Because that's kind of a good point. Like, how dangerous are the blocks? And I think that, honestly, I would say as a racer that if you're thinking about it, that would be like the first thing to check is just how dangerous is it if I don't clear the enemies.
Yeah.
But both of them are immediately going into clear mode.
I mean, it's like more fun to clear them. I can understand
That's true,
it from
and it
that.
gives you more energy. So
the
may have
golden
noticed
bar.
They are shooting guns. Yeah, the bar on the side, and I believe you turn into a mecha if you're in full.
Yeah, that's like the one pastebin line I actually read. I'm a bad moderator for this match, so I haven't actually read the pastebin. It's a very long pastebin. I will post it in chat.
Fair. There's a very large amount of stuff to this game. So. Oh, we have a hat tile. What does the hat tile do?
Huh? I mean, that's like our whole thing, the hats. So can't be bad.
A tile with a hat.
Can't be bad.
It can't be bad. There's no way a tile with a hat on it has ever been bad in any video game ever. This is the point where somebody makes a comment about a tile with a hat that makes it bad in a video game. But honestly, I don't have an answer.
I can't
for that.
think of a game with a tile with a hat on it.
The closest thing I got is maybe Hatsworth, but that's not really a tile so much as it is just the hat itself. And
man. Faces, Triss, Hatriss.
Not my fault we like good games around here.
Hey, the music's cool.
The music in this game is an absolute banger. This game is good. It is enjoyable. The only problem that I have with it is that it feels like the gimmick kinda overstays its welcome a little bit because it doesn't do enough with the gimmick. And the game is mostly about branching level design and collecting all the treasures later on.
We have gotten hat. It has
We've gotten home.
it has done nothing.
It gave us a little bit of health.
Thing on the
Oh yeah,
left.
so that on the left, that's our puzzle timer.
Yeah.
So we're only allowed to stay in the puzzle for oh so long before we get kicked out, basically. And you'll regenerate it over time, and while you're in the puzzle, you can regenerate it as well. So you can see hitting enemies is building up more energy on Shoehorse's side. Then we, of course, have laser, and then we're finding jugs, we're finding hats, we're finding super meter to change into a powerful robot form. Now we can touch the... You know, maybe I've been watching too much Spiffing Brit because I immediately just said the Yorkshire T button in my head, but when we're at full, we can touch the T button and become the true conqueror. Remember, folks, the sun only set on British Empire like a couple years ago, I believe. The British have managed to colonize so much of the world. I don't know why this is important to this game. I mean, it's very British, so it clearly is or at least it's pretending to be British. All right, we got enemies going near the top. I mean, honestly, like, this is the point where, yeah, you want to check if the enemies are worth a threat to leave off the stage, because if you can just get away with not having to worry about filling up your energy every once in a while.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god! The British are invading!
Oh no. And they have mechas.
God save the Queen, because the Queen won't save you.
Joke's on you, it's God Save the King now.
Yeah.
I mean, when you shouted the British are invading, I just kind of said I welcome this, so, you know,
Can't get worse.
American politics. Yeah. I mean, it absolutely freaking can. So, like, I'm gonna hold my tongue on that one, but...
So, Knighty right now has like a guy... Oh, look, he's coming up the top screen. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's not clearing it. And yeah, let's see what happens.
Maybe this is an actual deliberate decision to see what goes down here. Oh. Lost the hat, though. That's not the greatest. And here it comes. Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
But I mean, doesn't seem like he really wants to clear the one on the right. Could make him drop. Yeah, there we go. Oh. It's over.
It's already made its way to the top. Oh, might have been more concerned about getting the hat. I think that might be how you get your Hatsworth powers back, I guess.
Oh, is it like the
No,
gun?
that's how you get your heart. Or, no, that's the heart. Yeah.
Okay, here comes the block. Okay.
Not really a big threat.
Was that it? No, okay, it's coming back. Yeah, that's what I thought
coming
was
back.
gonna happen. But I mean, still, who cares? Did the screen transition remove it? Seems like
It looks like it might have.
Wow, that didn't matter at all.
Remember when I said these stages are long? We're still in stage 1, and it has been like 7 minutes of stage 1.
These guys with the big sword, they remind me of that game, The Longest Sword or something.
Oh, God. The game that ID will never, ever, 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 ever let in empty.
Why not? Oh, is this the end to 1-1?
Because it hits his squick factor, I think. We have gems. Look at all this money.
Get the gems. Good show, chap. Look at how much Shoehorse has cleared. This is such a waste of time if we're not like making it up because of the coffee, the tea.
Yeah. You basically, if you're not switching into robot form, like right now, is where you want to be like, oh, I'm going into robot form. But even then, the enemy rush that we're facing off against right now is non-threatening enough that we could have just not done that.
Yes, I agree. We saw Knighty just stab these guys.
But to be fair, I mean, there's no way to have known just how dangerous it's going to be. At least we get that rockin' guitar! No more super mecha robot form.
Oh.
Looks like I better find more treasure. You sure should. You should also probably actually spend money. There you go. They did. Alright. Knighty spending the money before going on. Shoehorse now entering the stage just as... Or leaving the stage just as Knighty's entering it. No, wait. Wrong way around. I don't know. It's weird.
Our players are moving.
Sort of parallel, but they're going. Weaselby, how could he possibly be a good character?
What was all that about?
Trusting Weaselby is almost as good an idea as trusting a guy named Wormtongue to be your advisor.
From Game of Thrones?
Lord of the Rings? And I'm not such a nerd that I care about you mixing it up.
Hey, it's the same show, isn't it?
You know, it might as well be. Okay, there are suddenly lasers.
Oh, Knighty died.
I think that, Sorry, I just had to go fight a horde of nerds. Luckily, it's not as very scary as you might think.
Yeah, they're not that strong.
You just gotta kind of shout, like the best way to get them is to just tell them that none of them would have gone to Hogwarts because they're American, and then they just got no skin in the game anymore. All right, Knighty's being a little bit more careful now because you've seen death. We've seen death.
Yeah.
And yeah, death in this game kind of sucks. The checkpoints aren't very few and far between, or are very few and far behind.
Yeah, it seems like every screen is a checkpoint.
And the screens go on for a bit.
Yeah.
So we're definitely seeing a little bit of a dichotomy where Shoehorse is keeping the bottom screen low, it seems like. And Knighty is starting to get willing to...
This guy is like popping up on Knighty's screen and Knighty doesn't care. Oh, into the spikes. Didn't... Oh, we got like a weird steel heart. Yeah, Knighty doesn't care about the bottom screen at all.
When you lose the steel hearts, you go back to non-Hatsworth.
Ah. I thought maybe it was like temporary hearts, like in Isaac. Yeah. Or in Crypt of the Necrodancer. That's a game I like more, so I'll pick that one.
Yeah, that's probably fair. You can see that your combat prowess is slightly diminished when you're in non-hat form, So yeah, here we are just dodging rock. Like, who cares? Knighty just doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, it seems like they only attack like 3 times or something. And now the screen condition is gonna make it disappear completely. Or there's gonna be 4 of them. I don't know about this one. On the boss. Maybe it's time to puzzle a little bit.
Honestly, puzzling it up and getting your robot form is probably the right choice here.
Robot Farm? I don't know, he's got like 0 power right now. Maybe that's asking too much.
Do you see how much power is generating that quickly?
That's true. Also, maybe you accidentally get a combo because you have just more stuff going on.
Ah, that strategy. I've employed that many a time during...
Oh, look at this! And we're in power mode, go!
See what I say?
Maybe like push these guys just off the top of the screen, you know, like make them fall into the center where you got this well going on. Just so you have more time. Alright, Knighty, it's
like
tea time!
Let's go!
Oh, you have to watch it the first time? It's like Final Fantasy with the summons.
Yeah, you have to watch it the first time before you can start skipping it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree very much with Knighty's approach to, like, the mechanics here. Oh my god, the fist flying into the boss as you also mash on the boss.
This is absolutely how we play this game for speed. Like the bottom screen is a trap in a speedrun context of this game. It is fun to interact with during the main game, but like yeah, when we're trying to go for speed, just dodge the jerks for a bit is fine. We're gonna need to go back down there and do this though. But once again, we're gonna find that tea time is not as hard to get as you might think. And Shoehorse is fighting the boss with. See, now we actually have a penalty for Shoehorse for engaging with the mechanics because Knighty has more oomph in the bar than Shoehorse does because Shoehorse has cleared it all out.
Oh, you mean like the has less ammo? Oh, there. When you die, you get like half the ammo back.
Well, I mean, like there's no junk to clear. There's no power orbs. There's no enemies to give you more oomph. There's just a lot less to work with.
Ah, the boss just appears. Knighty, just hit the guy! Yeah!
We've done it! Weaselby has been weaseled defeated.
Yeah, get wrecked. I assume this is 1-2.
I believe it was, yes.
So looking at the previous race of this, we had one in MT... Oh, which one was that? October 2020? Must be like MT14 or something.
That sounds like MT14 or something.
31 to 37 minutes were the times. So not much left. It does kind of follow the 10 minutes per stage formula.
Yeah, like I said, these stages can be a little bit long, but the main problem is that the more you're engaging with that bottom screen, and you want to a certain degree, right? Because like it's taunting you the entire time.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
But like, Knighty has gotten that idea that yeah, we just need to only interact with when you absolutely have to. Who cares if blocks are falling on us?
Yeah.
The more we have down there, the better we're able to beat the boss. Like.
Yeah, the transform on the boss worked out really well for Knighty.
Yeah, Knighty was able to just demolish the box in ways that Shoehorse is just not.
Oh, this is the toughest boss fight ever. Like, enemy rush.
There's so many enemies.
There's a lot of enemies on the bottom screen now. Maybe... I don't know, like maybe 4 of those blocks is a little much if they pop up at the same time.
Hey, Maurice?
Hi?
This sounds like wimp talk to me. If not every block is an enemy block, then what are we even doing?
I mean, that's what Knighty is.
Come on, Knighty.
It's not doing it. I mean, also, maybe you can assume that the level the screen end is kind of close. Oh, we're going.
You disappoint and sicken me, Knighty.
Oh, we matched 3 enemies at the same time. So we can keep the coffee, can't we? The tea.
Yeah, so as long as the meter is full, we can use the T.
So maybe we should just keep it until the next Kirby enemy rush.
Might be.
Or we use it right now.
Nope.
It's tea time. Shoehorse is still on the bus. Shoehorse has
Not
beaten the
anymore.
bus.
Oh, I wonder if Knighty's reasoning for using the tea time was to use the higher jump to take care of the tree.
Yeah, you can just jump through those stupid enemies. Instead of having to kill them from the side as they drop down. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm definitely not sure. I think you don't move as fast in the row, or you might just move the same speed in the robot.
I mean, like, you move faster because you don't have to stop for the enemies. Oh, here's another of these stupid trees. Oh, you can just go the Sonic Bottom route.
Wait, isn't the Sonic Bottom route supposed to be slower?
Is it? I never had the feeling that Bottom in Sonic was necessarily worse.
Yeah, it's
Oh, this is worse?
that is not good. We in fact don't want to be in the bottom route. Yeah, that's
pretty
the
bad.
core of Sonic's level design, is that if you're going fast and you're reacting, you go the good top route. And if you're not going as fast, you get stuck, and you're not reacting, you get stuck you fall into the bottom route and have a slower time and a harder time.
I feel like to some extent, and it depends on the level, like in Aquatic Ruin Zone, Sonic 2, it's the third stage, it's the one where the top is like free and the bottom is water. I can understand it there. You don't want to be in the water.
I mean, especially since in Aquatic Ruin Zone in Sonic 2, I believe you were capable of running on top of the water, so...
No. What do you mean on top of the water?
If you run fast enough in Sonic 2, you go on top of the water
Oh,
whenever
no.
there's water to...
No.
I'm pretty sure. Now I gotta look that up.
It's definitely not in 2. I think it's in 3. I've played a lot of 2. It was one of the 2 Sonics I had as a kid, 1 and 2.
Curses, the movie.
Yeah,
In the movie, Sonic 2, he runs on water, so it's really poisoning my
It's a
search
movie.
results.
But no, you do it in 3 and what's it called? The second zone, the water one. It's got like a funny name that you can mispronounce in a funny way.
I can't say that I've played enough 3, so...
Sonic 3 zones. Oh yeah, Hydrocity or Hydrocity, one of those 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
run on
believe
water
there
in
was
that
even
one.
Wasn't there even like a joke in the comic about them pronouncing it as Hydrocity or Hydrocity?
I don't know. I know in Metrocity, the movie,
Yeah.
whatever it's called,
Megamind.
Megamind. So Knighty has the tea time ready, but is electing not to use it because he figures the boss is coming. Has fallen down.
No,
Is unsure if you have to go left. I don't know. This seems like you can go right. It's
Is it further to the right than the platform was?
Oh,
okay,
this
you're
works.
good. We're good.
Yeah. But there were like enemies that made me think that this was still a viable path to progress. Oh, that's rude. And we lost our tea time as a result.
Yeah, getting hit a bunch loses you that valuable power.
Shoehorse once again going in here. We're really seeing like the difference in approach here. Knighty only going when it's really full, or in this case, to recharge the tea time. Is he gonna use the tea time? Yeah, no, I agree.
Just regaining the hat is really important.
Yeah, for the shot. Oh, put out.
And I think this is definitely the consequence of a more experienced runner versus a less experienced blind runner. Because like you have that inclination to engage with the mechanics as they are presented.
Yeah.
But when you're doing blind races, you know, we want We don't want to collect extra things that are going to slow us down. We don't want to deal with stuff. If we can just dodge enemies a few times and call it a day, what's the point in spending time getting rid of them?
There's also like the thing of you don't want to have to learn about something. Like, we know how to fight, we know how to go to the right, we know how to progress. Do we really need to engage with the minigame and learn like the nuances of it? Alright, it's tea time, isn't it? In it. Oh, we're getting crushed.
I get what you did there. That's...
I mean, is this gonna work? We're gonna have to mash the button as soon as we exit this minigame. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, because that block is coming.
Yeah, it's
right
gonna
down
continue. Oh my god!
Let's go!
That was so close!
The hype.
But yeah, I mean, this is just good play. Good show, as they say.
Like, if you're doing a blind race of Mario 64, right? It's like, is it faster to get 2 extra stars, or is it faster to learn how to do a backwards long jump? Like, that's basically what we're fighting against here. Is it faster to just ignore the blocks and move on, or is it faster to learn how to engage in speedrunning Tetris attack? Sorry, Panel de Pawn.
Well, it's like
sorry, Pokemon Puzzle League.
It's like in a beat 'em up, right? Like, if I find one move that works pretty well, and we know that mystery golds are pretty short. Oh, well, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Then why would you bother learning all the moves if one of them works pretty well? Done by Knighty. With the best time we've seen in this game. Beating a bunch of good mystery races. Pika-Pals, Alpha 5, Snowdozer.
I think, to be fair, Knighty is one of our stronger blind racers.
Yep.
You know, it's been a few years. Is Knighty still a part of the No Forfeit Club? Let's take a look at Knighty. Knighty. Knighty is still a member of the Zero Forfeit Club after 768 games.
I would call that a bad thing.
Oh,
I'm glad
yeah.
not to be a member of the No Forfeit
More than happy
Club.
to forfeit. How much? All right. I need to know how many times I've forfeited and how many times Maurice has forfeited now. There's Blasphemous Roar.
So Shoehorse is not too far behind.
56 times.
It's really just this different approach to how much use do I make of what the game gives me and how much do I just go with what I already have.
And Maurice has forfeited 144 times.
Should be more. Like, it's still a really good performance by Shoehorse. He's still gonna beat 2 of our previous 3 racers that have raced us.
Oh yeah, he's on the final screen now.
Yeah, and this is gonna be tea time. Good heavens, look at the time.
Oh dear. See, oh, you know what? This is exactly what you're talking about. We're seeing it on Shoehorse's screen right now, where we're seeing the difference in how to play Tetris attack or Panel de Pawn effectively here, right? There's a lot of movement that Shoehorse could be doing that they're not, because they don't know Panel de Pawn and are not, you know, are having to learn that on the fly with the rest of the game. So it's slowing down.
Tea time. In it? Guy on the right getting super out. That's funny.
I wish I could enjoy some tea and then suddenly mecha up. I might actually start learning how to drink tea.
It's also like this weird, like, how many leagues? 20,000 leagues under the sea style of mecha?
Oh yeah, a very Jules Verne mecha indeed.
Yeah, it's like a Victorian era mecha. Victorian.
You know, I've never been one for tea, but fun fact, I've had a field trip to the Celestial Seasonings Factory. The peppermint room is incapable of being stood in for more than a minute.
Good show.
Unfortunately, not a good enough show. Horse is getting removed from the tournament.
Yep, it was a Lizards.
Lizards 2 match.
The tail is lost.
Oh. A tale of two races. One person ignoring the mechanics on the bottom screen, and I do believe that that is the onus of why or that is the sole responsibility of why the race was lost. Because Knighty died. Knighty took a death. Shoehorse didn't.
Yeah, that's true. At least I didn't see it.
And Knighty having that much fodder during the boss fight that Shoehorse just did not, as a result of Shoehorse clearing the screen beforehand.
Yeah, and also just moving quicker through the level.
Yeah. Yeah, 33 is a good time, though. Like, 33 is a really good time. That's why I'm saying that, like, this is absolutely this is a race where we can absolutely see the specific thing that has caused one person to lose over another person.
But I mean, it's not like it was a random thing. Like, Knighty made the conscious decision, like, this is not good enough for me to engage and waste time on.
Yeah, it wasn't a left versus right situation. It was Knighty took the moment to make an educated understanding of what the penalty to failing this minigame is.
Yeah.
And whether or not
it's really not that big. Yeah.
Because it costs him, what, maybe 2 seconds per block to bait it in the right spot and not get hit? Whereas it takes you way longer inside the puzzle to get rid of him?
You do get, like, health and stuff back, but the platforming wasn't hard enough to warrant.
That and getting the health back, you get more, the more crap you have down there, you get it faster. Because there was so much crap down on the bottom, Knighty was able to get tea time really quickly against the boss and use that to the advantage.
Yep. Alright. This was, I think, our only match for the night.
Ooh.
Yeah, looking at this, we have a lot of matches tomorrow. Today was deadline day, so a lot of people lacking a little bit, but in like a capacity that is still okay. It's okay if you get your match in tomorrow. We're gonna start at noon. Gonna have Eichhoff versus Skirt. A short break and then a whole barrage of matches.
Oh my god, there's so many matches.
Bit Tagarong, Fast Food Man, Fartsplosion, Cabbage Hat, Marshmaster, Semi, Callback, and Aaron Doby. And maybe more. This only shows 5.
Oh my god. Mystery tournament tomorrow is popping off. Don't go anywhere, folks. Well, do go somewhere. Do go somewhere because we're offline for, like, you know, quite a bit of hours. So maybe don't just stay here staring at a screen, but, like, come back tomorrow and we will see you then.